So yesterday, 3 communists were elected to the House of Representatives. They have to go through the general election, but they won the Democratic primary in New York City. That's a lock. All right, so 3 communists are going to take a seat. So I estimate about 10 communists, maybe a little more, in the House right now. I don't know of any senators who are communists, but they're coming. That far left movement run by the progressives, George Soros, those people, gaining some momentum. But it's not going to help the Democratic Party. I'm going to explain why. And that's the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. So a few weeks ago, I picked this up. Very rare. It's Mao Zedong's Little Red Book, first edition, 1966. All right, printed in China. They sent it to San Francisco, of course. Okay, the customs people have a stamp in here, U.S. customs people. Say, yeah, we don't let it in, but we don't endorse any of this stuff. And in the book, it clearly lays out Mao's, and he is one of the worst villains of all time. If you read Confronting Evil, he's on a cover, along with Putin, the Ayatollah, and killed 10 million of his own people. So I just want to read you just one little thing, because I believe that these communists who are being elected have no idea what communism is, and the people who vote for them are just clueless in a frightening degree. So Mao says the Marxist philosophy of dialectical materialism, that means what you have, okay, has 2 outstanding characteristics. One is its class nature. It openly avows that dialectical materialism is in the service of the proletariat. That means you don't have anything. It's all owned by the people. Your house is owned by the people, your car, any bank accounts you might have. The people own it, not you. Now, the people, they don't know they own it, but the government uses the people, okay? The passage goes on. The other in its practicality, it emphasizes the dependence of theory on practice, emphasizes that theory is based on practice, in turn serves practice. So what Mao is saying is basically, this isn't just some pipe dream. We're going to take your stuff. And he did. He did. Now, the communists in Beijing allow a very, very few of their citizens to become very wealthy, mostly tech people. They allow that. But tomorrow, if they don't like that person, then they take all the stuff. Okay, so the 3 in New York City are Chevrolet, Valdez, and Lander. And they're all Mamdani guys. Mamdani is a communist, okay? And what they're doing is trying to seize all the assets of New York City and distributed those assets to the poor. That's what the game is. Okay, so when you see the numbers, they're fairly staggering. 44% of all of those working right now in New York City were born overseas. 44%. 38% of all New Yorkers were born overseas. So this is a migrant town, like London. London's fallen apart. New York City will fall apart. It's just a matter of when. Okay. Now, and I got to phrase this because I don't want to come across as some kind of bigoted guy who's wishing ill on migrants. Most migrants that I know work very hard, extremely hard. But a lot of them don't want to compete. They come here, they're looking at apartments that cost $4,000 a month. They can't afford it. They're looking at high prices. They can't make it. And so they want money. That's what they want. Free everything. And they vote for the communists. And that's all over the world. All over the world. That's the way it is. If you don't have, you want other people's stuff. Now, the governor of New York, Kathy Hochul, could control Mamdani and his acolytes, but she will not. She is a progressive liberal. Therein lies the split. Hochul is not a communist, okay? But the Democratic Party is now the home of all the communists. It's not that the Communist Party runs on its own. It's attached to the Democratic Party. That will hurt the Democrats as more and more American citizens figure this out. They haven't figured it out yet because the media covers for this. My monologue tonight would never be heard on any of the networks or CNN. I don't even think Fox ever run it. Okay? The big urban cities, LA, Chicago, New York City, San Francisco, they are dominated by migrants now. And progressive left people run the show. So there are three tenets. Number one, hating Israel. You cannot be a communist progressive unless you hate Israel. That's where that is coming from. No prison for criminals, even violent criminals. No prison. Rehabilitation, whatever it may be. And no border or immigration restriction. None. That's what happened in England, UK. So let everybody in, and now their social system is bankrupt. That's why Starmer got sacked. Okay? Because England can't pay its bills. And you can't get a doctor's appointment because the migrants are vying for the same kind of medical attention. Now, what's going to happen ultimately? It'll die out because liberal people, Hollywood, some financiers, the liberals in your neighborhood or whatever, they don't want their stuff taken away from them. So you're going to see a swing back in the Democratic Party, but not in time for the midterms, okay? Because the Communist Party is on a roll right now. Again, it's not really, it's a party, it's a movement. It's attached to the Democrats. Liberals, they're not communists, but they help the progressive movement. And that is the memo.